Ben Nagel host commentator 13:25 halftime Manchester City 20 Liverpool 13:21 goal Manchester City 20 Liverpool Jesus 455 and there is the second goal 5 minutes through the etihad on. City have their second courtesy of Gabriel Jesus. De Bruyne creates his second of the game. It's pretty similar to the one disallowed just a couple of minutes ago as De Bruyne crossed in. This time, striker Jesus is onside, and the pace of the cross means the Brazilian's header is unstoppable. Mignolet is left stranded. City lead 2-0. Game over on the stroke of half-time 13:20 GOAEANO Manchester City 10 Liverpool 453 minutes Gabriel Jesus has the ball in the back of the net but it's disallowed for offside and that one was certainly the correct decision. De Bruyne's ball in is absolutely brilliant, and the Brazilian is first to it in the centre. He heads in, but the linesman's flag is raised and replays show he was marginally offside. 13:18 So, was it a sending off? Get in touch with me on Twitter at benegel17, or email me on ben.negel@mailonline.co.uk, and I'll compile the best opinions for some halftime debate. It certainly split the office in half. What do you think? 13:17 Huge arguments over whether that's a red card, even among our own reporters. Long Liverpool protests about the red card, but if you go into a challenge with your foot that high and take the keeper out, it's no-brainer. Oliver Holt at Ollie Holt 22 September 9, 2017 Well said, at Nev2 I'm sorry John Moss, you've just ruined a spectacle there. Absolute nonsense of a decision. Dominic King at Dominic King. DM September 9, 2017 13:15 Here's some thoughts from Thierry Henry speaking on Sky Sports. The Arsenal legend said, "I think I would have gone for it. It's an unfortunate 5,050 for the goalkeeper. The referee saw the player down and that played on his mind. Sometimes it can play on your mind. The goalkeeper had to go for it, the player had to go for it, and if that happened in midfield it would have been a red. Did he give a red straight away or did he wait and see what happened with the goalkeeper?" 13:13 Manchester City 10 Liverpool 43 minutes Ederson is still down on the pitch, being loaded onto a stretcher. He doesn't look as though he'll be able to carry on, and Claudio Bravo will replace him. 13:08 Red card. Mane is sent off. Jurgen Klopp is incensed, and perhaps rightly so. Sadio Mane is sent off, and Liverpool are down to 10 men. It occurred during a race for the ball between Manchester City keeper Ederson and the Liverpool man. Mane is sprinting towards the City goal, one-on-one with the keeper, the ball high in the air. Ederson screams out of his box, clearly looking to head clear. Mane's eyes are on the ball, but he lifts his foot and catches the City keeper. The home crowd are angry, and referee Moss gets the red card out of his pocket straight away. It's a high foot, but almost certainly not deserving of a red card. Game changer, right there. Mane's red card challenge, a high foot into Ederson, who is now coming off injured. 13:07 Manchester City 10 Liverpool 35 minutes for another full-back mistake, not the first of the day, that's for sure. Klavan stutters under pressure from Aguero, and the City striker nicks it off him down the right-hand side. He runs into the box, jinxing inside and out, trying to work a way through. Eventually he gets a shot away, under pressure, from the defense, and it's put wide for a corner. For that set piece, the ball falls to John Stones in the center. He shoots goalwards, but Mignolet saves again and Liverpool survive. They're lucky it's not 20. 13:03 Manchester City 10 Liverpool 31 minutes An excellent chance for Liverpool to equalise and, in all honesty, Salah should have scored it. Maine does excellently to put his teammate through, and then one-on-one Salah can't put it past Ederson as the goalkeeper saves. 1300 Manchester City 10 Liverpool 27 minutes Fernandinho the next man in Josmos' book, picking up a yellow card for a really poor tackle on the edge of City's box. He cynically brings down Maine, gifting Liverpool an excellent chance to level things up. And puts the free kick wide, though. It's a dreadful effort, and City remain safely in front. 12:55 goal Manchester City 10 Liverpool Aguero 25. Well, that came out of nowhere. Against the run of play, City lead and it's Sergio Aguero with a goal. The move starts with a Liverpool goal kick which is headed back into the Reds' half immediately. Henderson then fails to clear properly, before De Bruyne waits a perfect pass through to Aguero. The Argentine gets round Mignolet with ease and slots home. He's now the highest non-European goal scorer in Premier League history. 12:54 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 22 minutes Otamendi is not having a good day. He dives in on Salah, remember HES on a yellow, and the Egyptian just kicks on past him with ease. The Liverpool man makes the impressive ground down the right-hand wing, but his cross-come shot is straight at Ederson, who gets down at his near post to collect the ball. Warning signs all over the place for Guardiola's boys. As I type this, Stones puts the ball out for another Liverpool corner. Pressure building. Nicolas Otamendi, left, pictured alongside Jorginho Wijnaldum, is having a difficult afternoon. 12:51 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 20 minutes Alexander-Arnold goes in the book after a woeful passage of play. He doesn't clear when he should have, loses the ball to De Bruyne, and then hauls him down just left of the 18-yard box. He appeals the decision, but John Moss brandishes the card nonetheless. The free kick is deflected towards Henderson, and the Liverpool captain nods clear of danger. 12:49 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 18 minutes Here come the Reds again, as Emre Can fires one goalwards. He's quite far from goal and slips as he hits it, not the best of combinations, and it trickles into Ederson's grateful arms. 12:48 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 17 minutes Liverpool certainly on top now, and City's defense doesn't look particularly impressive. We knew coming into this that it was all about attack, 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 but if any defense looked weak pre-match it was Liverpool's. Otamendi will have to play the majority of the match on a yellow, and as HES up against Mohamed Salah, that's not a particularly easy task. 12:44 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 13 minutes The first shot of the game comes courtesy of Fernandinho. The ball fell to City's Brazilian midfielder about 25 yards from goal, but his shot towards the bottom left is pushed wide by Mignolet. The City man didn't quite catch that as he would have liked, but it's an early warning for Liverpool. 12:43 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 12 minutes Trent Alexander-Arnold, perhaps nervous on this big occasion, fluffs his lines to allow City a corner. He brought the ball down just inside his own half, but, perhaps sensing Aguero bearing down on him, swiped the ball past Mignolet instead of to him. City can't do anything with the set piece though, and the Reds regain possession. 12:41 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 10 minutes Stones and Fernandinho exchange passes as City try to work the way through. Silva does well to keep the ball in at the top end of the pitch, but the home side can't keep possession and it goes out for a Liverpool throw. All quite even so far, if not weighted slightly in favour of Liverpool. Intriguing. 12:39 Who will come out on top today? Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola watch on from their dugouts at the Etihad. 1-2-3-8 Manchester City 0 Liverpool 6 minutes Mourinho doesn't hold the same view that the free kick is too far right to shoot. He tries it, he clatters into the wall, and the chance is wasted. Hate to say I told you so. 12:37 Manchester City 0-0 Liverpool 5 minutes Salah holds the ball up well down the right-hand flank, flicking it back to Alexander-Arnold. He tries to turn his way out of trouble but the ball drifts out of play. Seconds later, though, the Reds gain possession again and Salah strolls towards the box. Otamendi dives in a terrible tackle and Liverpool will have a free kick on the edge of the box, if a bit far right to shoot at goal. Otamendi is booked. 12:34 Manchester City 0-0 Liverpool 3 minutes The corner is whipped in, but it's too close to Ederson and the City goalkeeper can collect with relative ease. His punt long is, well, too long, and it gets all the way to Mignolet in the Liverpool box. 12:33 Manchester City 0-0 Liverpool 2 minutes Simon Mignolet gets an early touch on the ball after his recall to the team. Liverpool come forward as Henderson nicks the ball back. Salah cuts inside and finds Marino, whose shot is deflected wide. An early corner for the away side. 12:31 Kick-off Manchester City 0-0 Liverpool get us started kicking from left to right in the home, all-red kit. City, of course, are in sky blue. Immediately, the pace is quick as the home side regain possession. 12:25 Couple of minutes till the teams come out. 5 minutes to go until kick-off. 12:25 Here's a reminder of the teams. Manchester City 11 Ederson, Walker, Danilo, Otamendi, Stones, Mendy, Fernandinho, Silva, De Bruyne, Jesus, Aguero subs Bravo, Gundogan, Mangala, Sane, Bernardo, Foden, Delph Liverpool 11 Mignolet, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Klavan, Marino, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Can, Salah, Main, Firmino subs Karius, Lovren, Milner, Gomez, Sturridge, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Solanke 12:23 and Hulby itching to get on 12:17 It could be a big day for this man. Oxlade-Chamberlain warms up. The new Liverpool man could make his debut from the bench. 12:16 Pep's been on Sky Sports 2. Here's what he had to say. This kind of game is the reason why we are in this world. We try to score goals and I've said many times it will be both Aguero and Jesus, one of them and none of them. Today if we arrive and play good in the last part of the pitch we can score goals. We have two options to play, with a 3 or a 4 with one of them in the middle. It's not easy to stop Liverpool because Mane and Salah are so quick. They are so quick to attack when you lose the ball and they are a well-organized and physical team. 12:15 15 minutes to go. Excited yet the teams will be out soon to get this one started. 12:07 Not a bad start for Jesus. 12:06 Blistering attacks and shaky defenses. Jack Bezants. Before the 33 draw at Watford on the opening day of the Premier League, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp outlined how he would utilise his newly formed pace attack, combining Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane on opponents this season. They've played only 5 competitive matches together so far but, intertwined with Roberto Firmino's cunning positional play and rapacious pressing, Klopp looks to have forged an explosive front 3 at Liverpool. It's Liverpool's 2 wide men, and the impact they could have on City's fullbacks, that will be particularly fascinating to watch. Guardiola spent the best part of £100 million to bring Kyle Walker and Benjamin Mendy in from Tottenham and Monaco respectively. Click here to read our piece on where the game will be won and lost. 11:50 Jurgen Klopp has been speaking to Sky Sports ahead of this game. The Liverpool boss explains, among other things, why Klavan comes into the side. "I'm not here to hope. I want a really good result and we're prepared. What is sure is that it will be a high-intense game. We see the lineup of City has changed a bit. It's very offensive and they have adapted to the speed we have in our team. It's really high-quality defense and they have quality in attack. There will be space for us to play and we need to be brave. Hurt them where you can, in a football way, and that's what we'll try to do. Dejan played 27 minutes last Sunday and Tuesday 90 minutes and came back a little, not injured, but he felt the intensity. Ragnar didn't play the second game and played well against Crystal Palace. Trent has fresh legs and it's an easy decision. That's why HES here rocks. He doesn't know everything but it's difficult for a new player. It's our language and HES here to help us. 11:48 Mignolet starts for Liverpool. And this week he spoke to Sportsmail's Ian Herbert. Simon Mignolet is here to talk about the bigger picture, actually. The plight of his uncle, Erwin Coppigans, who is contending with an illness so brutal and unsparing that he is more diminished by it each time they see each other, and if that means discussing how Jurgen Klopp told him he would be dropped in the full glare of a televised Liverpool v Arsenal match, then so be it. It was at the training ground the day before. Mignolet says of the moment that the manager called him in to say that Loris Karius would be selected 2 weeks ago, and the 29-year-old makes light of this, something Klopp did not say in that brief exchange in the office must have left a part of him wondering what lay ahead this time. There was no indication for Mignolet that he would be back in the side to face Manchester City this Saturday, which the manager has since said will 100% be the case. No, it was not mentioned at that moment in time, the Belgian says. We were speaking about Arsenal and after that we don't think about what's coming next. Click here to read the full interview. Simon Mignolet is back in the Liverpool team for the game against Manchester City 11:38. Interesting teams. Then there's 3 changes in that Liverpool lineup, with Simon Mignolet, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Ragnar Klavan coming into the starting 11. Loris Karius, Dejan Lovren and Joe Gomez are the 3 players who drop down to the bench, while Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain join them there. City, meanwhile, have company, Sterling and Bernardo missing from the side, while Walker, Stones and Aguero come in. 11:32 and here's the City lineup. Manchester City 11: Edson, Walker, Danilo, Otamendi, Stones, Mendy, Fernandinho, Silva, De Bruyne, Jesus, Aguero. Subs: Bravo, Gundogan, Mangala, Sane, Bernardo, Foden, Delph. 11:30 Liverpool team is in Liverpool 11: Mignolet, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Klavan, Marino, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Can, Salah, Main, Firmino. Subs: Karius, Lovren, Milner, Gomez, Sturridge, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sri Lanka. 11:20 ready for the teams. There's not long to wait now. 10 minutes until we find out the lineups for the game. 11:15 having a bet this weekend? Well, if you are, Sportsmail is here to help. Our very own Brian Lee has put together his weekly betting guide, with a few tips and random bets. Here's what he says about the lunchtime game. Manchester City vs Liverpool should live up to its billing. There's about as much chance of this one finishing 0-0 as there is of Wayne Rooney being allowed out for a couple of pints with his pals on Saturday night. City spent more than £200 million in the summer, and while most of that went on defenders, it's their attack that, before a ball was kicked in anger, had most punters and pundits tipping them for the title. City's Sergio Aguero heads the betting for the opener 72, and at any time he evens, just ahead of Gabriel Jesus 92 and 11:10. Both sides to score is no better than 12, while City are 2,110 to take the points, with both teams hitting the net. Liverpool are 51 widely available in the same market, and any score draw is 154 bet Victor and 188 bet. For all that, and lots more on every game in the top flight, click here. Sergio Aguero is 72 to score the opening goal at the Etihad this afternoon 10:59. A nice little preview piece. Sportsmail's Dominic King has been building up to this game, writing a piece about Klopp and Liverpool's preparations. It's worth a read. Thursday morning at Liverpool's Melwood training base, and Jurgen Klopp marched purposefully into the dressing room after the stresses of the transfer window and the anxieties that haunted every manager during the international break. Klopp was upbeat as he welcomed his players back. There was laughter, jokes, and also a sense of relief. In his professional world, the scene in front of him was all he wanted. So he began to speak, his tone light-hearted at first. This day, Klopp stressed, was the beginning for the group, which he mischievously suggested had been bolstered by two new arrivals, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, the £35 million signing from Arsenal, and Philippe Coutinho. Then, though, the pitch of his words altered. Click here to read more of Dominic King's preview article. Jurgen Klopp welcomed two new arrivals to the Melwood training ground earlier this week. 10:54 Guardiola full of praise for Liverpool. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola will be well aware of Liverpool's attacking threat this afternoon, and has been full of praise in the build-up. In his programme notes ahead of the game, Guardiola said the following. Jurgen's Liverpool are a top team and have started well, comfortably coping with their Champions League qualifier and defeating Arsenal in comprehensive fashion in the Premier League. We must be ready for their attacking threat while imposing our own quality on the game. Pep Guardiola addresses the media at his press conference ahead of the match. 10:50 How does the table look? Still early days, of course, but here's how the Premier League table looks after the opening three games. With Manchester United not playing until later, both of these sides can go top if only temporarily with a victory. The top half of the league table shows Manchester United top, but that may change today. 10:39 The arcs since Liverpool's win over Arsenal, the Reds have, of course, also nicked one of their opponent's main players. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain started for Arsenal in that drubbing, before moving to Liverpool in a £35 million deal just a few days later. He could make his debut for Liverpool this afternoon. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain chats to Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson in Friday's training session. 10:36 The story so far. So, we're 3 games into the new season, and both City and Liverpool sit on 7 points in the table. 2 wins and a draw will be a start that both are happy with, but rivals United have gone one better by winning all of the fixtures. Up first, City. To start the season, they beat Brighton at the Amex, before a hard-fought 11 draw with Everton a week later. Before the international break, they struck late to beat Bournemouth 21 away from home. Liverpool, meanwhile, opened their account against Watford with a 33 draw, but have gone from strength to strength ever since. They then hosted Crystal Palace, winning 10, before an incredible showing at Anfield against Arsenal in a 40 victory. Jurgen Klopp's side come into this one high on confidence. Mohamed Salah celebrates after netting Liverpool's third goal against Arsenal last time out. 10:31 Good morning, hello and welcome to Sportsmail's live coverage of Manchester City vs Liverpool, arguably the game of the season so far. It's game week 4, and what a way to start it. Jurgen Klopp's side are at the Etihad, and were just 2 hours away from kick-off. Let's go.